This is Derek's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
After the third time jump-starting my car, I finally realized my battery was dying. So I stopped by O'Reilly to have it checked. They tested it right there in the parking lot. It was bad, real bad. But they helped me find the right battery for my car and even installed it for free. Now my car starts like new.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind.
Hi, I'm Melanie Friedlander, and welcome to My Terrible Take, coming at you every Sunday, courtesy of Steelers Depot. There has been a lot of debate in the past week about NCAA football players who are heading to the NFL draft and the choice of some to opt out of bowl games to avoid injury. Pitt star quarterback Kenny Pickett skipped the Peach Bowl, and many others have made a similar choice. When Ole Miss quarterback Matt Corral, a likely first-round draft pick, was sacked and sustained a leg injury yesterday in the Sugar Bowl, Twitter erupted with the infinite, "This is why blank isn't playing in a meaningless bowl game." So does it matter to NFL teams if a player skips a bowl game? The answer is definitely maybe. Or maybe not. Head coaches and GMs understand that football is a business and players need to protect their value. They also want to know that a future player will continue to give their all even after he gets paid, so effort does matter. Last spring, prior to the draft, Steelers GM Kevin Colbert was asked what he thought about some players opting out of NCAA games in the 2020 season due to the COVID pandemic. His response showed a clear bias for players who participated in the regular season. As I stated, if a player chooses to opt out for whatever reason, that's their decision and we will respect it, Colbert said. However, if a player played in the 2020 season and those players are of equal value, the one that didn't play and the one that played, we'll take the one that played because we don't know what the opt-outs will be like in their first season back in football. We believe that it's hard to sit this game out. So did that apply to bowl game participation as well? Colbert didn't comment on that, but let's look at the Steelers' most recent draft class by round. Coming out of their regular NCAA seasons last year, Najee Harris played in the Rose Bowl with 15 carries for 125 yards and one fantastic hurdle. He also then went on to the national championship with 22 carries for 79 yards and 2 TDs. Pat Freiermuth was recovering from shoulder surgery and could not play in a bowl game. Kendrick Green went to a school that did not qualify for a bowl game. Dan Moore Jr. played in the Orange Bowl. Buddy Johnson played alongside him on the defense, leading the defense with 10 tackles in the Orange Bowl. Isaiah Loudermilk missed the Duke's Mayo Bowl due to injury. Trey Norwood played in the Cotton Bowl, making a 45-yard return for pick 6. Presley Harvin III went to Georgia Tech, and they also did not participate in a bowl game. Reviewing the 2020 draft class, all of the players picked by the Steelers who had an opportunity to play in a bowl game participated as well. In an interview back in December 2019, following his final NCAA regular season game, offensive lineman Kevin Dotson was asked about opting out of the upcoming Lending Tree Bowl game. Here's what he had to say. "I considered it," Dotson said. "You have to consider it. You never know what could happen. You've got to at least think about your future, so I did consider it. But in thinking about it, I thought about how it could help me. It could help my stock, and it could help me for my East-West Shrine Bowl game. I just considered it and weighed the options that I had." For years, it was assumed that players would participate in bowl games even if they were declaring for the NFL at the end of the season. Since the Rose Bowl was first played in the 1901 season, college bowl games have expanded to the current total of 44, including college football playoff and national championship games. Multiply that by the student athletes on the game day roster, and that is a lot of players to track. Obviously, many of them are underclassmen who will be returning to school for the following season. With that said, here's my take. Each player should make the decision that's best for him and his family. For some, that means showcasing their talent in a bowl game and hoping that it leads to a higher round selection. For others, it means avoiding injury and choosing to display their talents on their pro days instead. Teams can certainly judge those decisions as they wish, but I personally doubt that an NFL GM is going to pass on a huge talent that fits their roster because that player didn't participate in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. That's my take. You can follow me on Twitter @GirlSurgeon. And Happy New Year, everyone.
Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Kozora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
You wouldn't give the special people in your life a generic brown box of things for their birthday. You give gifts so perfectly personal that even if you forgot to sign the card, they still know it's from you. 1-800-Flowers.com is here to help you do more of that. Make every birthday brighter with exclusive offers and great values on gorgeous bouquets and arrangements. To order today, visit 1-800-Flowers.com/tune in. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/tune in.